Today, Grandma went to Long Shot. It's a romantic comedy. You don't see a whole lot of romantic comedies nowadays. This one with Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. She plays the Secretary of State of the United States. He plays an out-of-work journalist. Will these two people from different worlds find a way to find love and get together?
What do you think?
I wonder. Will they? My. We'll see what Grandma thinks.
Yeah, I date. Generally, with people who have similar lifestyles to me, people who travel a lot. It's hard to keep those things alive. I mean, who wants to follow me around the world and hope I have 5 minutes to be affectionate?
Well, hello everyone. Grandma's back in the movies again. This time she's gone to see Long Shot with Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron as, I think you could safely say, sort of a mismatched couple, you might say. From the beginning of the movie, they seem mismatched. It's a romantic comedy. He's an out-of-work journalist, and she is the Secretary of State. Yes, that Secretary of State of the whole United States Secretary of State. Yes, and turns out that they knew each other back when they were teenagers, and they meet up again. They get to know each other, and they sort of, hit it off and start up a romance. But, different people, different worlds. What will happen? What did you think, Grandma?
I enjoyed it thoroughly. Two wonderful actors, two very disparate characters that they were playing. She's got lots of very she has lots of deep beliefs about what needs to be done, and she is aspiring politician. I mean, here she is, Secretary of State. Now she wants to be president.
Yes, she wants to run for president.
Where she can make lots of changes, or affect changes, or encourage changes. Anyway, she's got lots of ideas about how to better the world. And Seth plays this journalist who writes about her. It's a very interesting situation because they're drawn to each other, but how is this going to work? This is a world of multimedia, and she's not everybody's candidate. She's our candidate because they're cheering for her. So the situations are intriguing and interesting, and in some places very funny. Things happen that you can't help but laugh at. I enjoyed it thoroughly. What did you think?
Well, I wasn't crazy about it. The two of them, I think, work pretty well together. I mean, again, they are very different sort of characters and different sort of actors, really, even. I think their relationship is good. However, I didn't think it was very funny. I mean, he's usually very funny. I think he really toned it down a lot for this film. Again, it's a more conventional sort of comedy instead of the sort of more raucous, you might say, comedies he's done in the past sometimes. Again, the film fits all these sort of traditional romantic comedy conventions about, okay, well, once they find out that they love each other, will they be able to stay together? Will, their different worlds pull them apart? And all of that was very sort of predictable. And you sort of figure where this comedy is going to end up, or where this movie is going to end up, where this romance is going to end up. You sort of know what's going to happen, so it's not very surprising in terms of the story. I don't know.
At least you have a good guess.
Well, I don't think it's much guessing going on. You know how this movie is going to end, but I don't know. I mean, I sort of like them, but I really don't like the story. So I don't know that I would recommend it. What do you think?
As far as recommending it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would.
Okay.
Sure, I enjoyed it. Just because you know what's going to happen and it's predictable and it's not something that's going to be very surprising, or open new doors or any of that stuff.
Well, I mean, even if it's predictable, you want the journey to be a little more interesting, and I didn't find the journey that interesting.
It was too predictable. Too predictable.
What do you think of it?
I enjoyed it. I think the two actors are wonderful. Charlize Theron is a very beautiful woman. Seth Rogen is a very ordinary looking man, but a nice guy. And there's a lot of people out there who can respond to this situation. Here she's intelligent, she's ambitious, she's very, very interesting character and beautiful, and here is this sort of ordinary man that has loved her ever since he was 12, I think he said.
So would you recommend it, Grandma?
For people to go see it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the question, Grandma. That's the whole point.
Yes, I would recommend.
Okay, how many thumbs are you giving?
This is a 1-thumb movie, which is, moderately good. It's not a 2-thumb movie or even a 1.5, but it's a 1-thumb movie.
That's what a 1-thumb movie would be.
That's what a 1-thumb movie would be. 2 really good actors, an interesting enough story, and well acted. And I think that yes, I would encourage you to go see it. He's not going to recommend it, but I would. So I say yes. This is a fun movie. I enjoyed it, and the 2 actors did a good job.